Good afternoon. This is a World News at 12 on Smash 88.1 FM. I am Adiboye Oluwafemi. First, the headlines. Fubara swears in ex-factional governors talking with federal government on Amotekun carrying arms. Police says officers on stop and search duties must be in uniform. Moving fan, CBN department to Lagos makes economic sense. Senator empowers 5,000 Ogun traders with grants. On the foreign scene, Iranian Prime Minister in Pakistan to mend ties following mutual airstrikes. In business, manufacturers plan general price hike. In sport, Arteta takes decision on replacing Xavi ex-Barcelona manager. In entertainment, Davido follows Lil Frosh after plea for contract reinstatement. Stay tuned, details coming up shortly.
The best.
And now the news in details. Governor Uzodinma of Imo State said moving the headquarters of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria (FAN) and some department of the Central Bank of Nigeria to Lagos for operational efficiency makes economic sense. The chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum of the All Progressives Congress accused President Bola Tinubu's opponent of sponsoring campaign of calumny against him over the policies of his administration. Uzodinma also said the CBN is the banker's manager bank supervising all the commercial banks in the country. He said merit should be criterion and efficiency should be in the name of the business. Uzodinma noted that Tinubu has no plan to relocate the Federal Capital Territory from Lagos to Abuja. The chairman of the Senate Committee on Appropriation and Lawmaking representing Ogun West Senatorial District, Olamilekan Adeola, on Sunday gave traders in Ogun State, Ogun West Senatorial District 250 million naira grant and offered scholarship to students. The beneficiaries were about 5,000 traders from the 5 local government areas in the senatorial district, with each trader getting 50,000 naira. Adeola, popularly known as Yayi, also gave it 100,000 naira bursary award, each to 1,000 indigent tertiary institution students. Another set of 600 students from the senatorial district benefited from the maiden edition of the Lawmakers Scholarship Program. Under the scholarship, university students received 200,000 naira, while Polytechnics and College of Education students received 150,000 naira respectively. Speaking during the empowerment program on Sunday in Ilaro, Yewa South local government area, Adeola explained that it was important to contribute to the socio-economic development of communities. In a bid to combat the rising cases of insecurity in the southwest state, the 6 governors in the region have commenced discussion with President Bola Tinubu-led federal government on the need for the Amotekun Corps to be allowed to carry sophisticated arms. The Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji, who disclosed this on Sunday during a media chat in Ado-Ekiti, the state capital, said governors are of the view that the growing level of kidnappings, killings and other heinous crimes in the region will be adequately tackled by the local security outfit with the right arms. It disclosed that the former administration of President Muhammadu Buhari allegedly frustrated the effective and efficient operations of the local security network when it was established a year ago. Oyebanji described President Tinubu as an advocate of true federalism, expressing optimism that the present administration would agree with the southwest state on the need for the Amotekun Corps to be legally and operationally empowered to confront the criminal element in the region. The Nigeria Police Force said officers on stop and search duties must be in uniform with their names attached. The force police public made this declaration in a post on its X handle on Monday. The force spokesperson was reacting to a video in which four policemen in mufti stopped at a driver on Lekki Ekpe Expressway. The officers had approached a man to ask for his tinted permit, but he replied by asking for their identities, saying there was nothing to indicate they were policemen. But reacting to the developments, Adejobi said the policemen have been traced to Zone 2 and identified, adding that the AIG Zone 2 Lagos is investigating while the PPRO Zone 2 will speak to it as soon as possible. He said the NPF had ordered that any policeman embarking on routine patrol or stop and search must be in uniform, properly dressed and easily identified. After months of speculation, the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara will today and Monday swear in Right Honorable Edison Ehie as Chief of Staff, Government House, Port Harcourt, and 5 special advisors. The appointment of Ehie as Chief of Staff, Government House was confirmed in a statement signed by Dr. Tami Danagogo, Secretary to the State Government SSG on Sunday night. It will be recalled that the resignation of Edison Ehie before now as a fractional Speaker of the State House of Assembly sparked debate in some quarters about his political future and even that of his principal, Fubara, following the heat of the political tumult that has engulfed the state since October 29th. Ehie led a 4-member faction of the Rivers Assembly loyal to Fubara, given the split of the legislative chamber between supporters of the governor and lawmakers loyal to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, led by Right Honorable Martin. Edison's surprising resignation as Speaker and lawmaker was believed by political observers across Nigeria to be the fulfillment of part of the controversial peace agreement brokered by President Bola Tinubu, aimed at settling the crisis in Rivers State between Fubara and his estranged godfather, Wike. Also, Governor Fubara will equally swear in special advisors who will help him facilitate good governance in the state following the Supreme Court victory last week. Those to be sworn in as special advisors include Dr. Darlington Orji, a former state publicity secretary of the People's Democratic Party, who recently resigned as the Chief of Staff, Ikwere Local Government Area, among others. You're still listening to The World News at 12 on Smash 88.1 FM. More stories to come on the foreign scene in business, sport and entertainment. Stay with us.
Save and win pali promo owó gbẹ̀mù 89 million naira lẹ máa fi ṣèfàjẹ́ ní sáà yìí kò sì gbọ́dọ̀ fún yín ru ẹ̀yẹ ṣáà ti fi ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá náírà tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ pamọ́ lóṣooṣù kẹ̀sì ṣènáwó ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ márùn-ún ó kéré jù kẹ́ ẹ lè jẹ́ olóríire náà tí ó jẹ́ ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ jíìpù GAC títò kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀bùn amóríyá mìíràn àwọn oníbàárà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ àti tuntun náà lè kópa láti ṣí àkáǹtì titun kẹ́ ẹ lọ sí ẹ̀ka wa èyíkéyìí tó súnmọ́ yín àwọn àdéhùn àtàsọtẹ́lẹ̀ wà o.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
You're welcome back to The World News at 12 on Smash 88.1 FM. On the foreign scene, Joe Biden has said the U.S. shall respond after 3 American troops were killed and dozens more were injured in a drone strike on Saturday night in northeast Jordan near the Syrian border. The president blamed Iranian-backed militias for the U.S. fatalities after a month of strike by such group against American forces across the Middle East. Mr. Biden, who was traveling in South Carolina on Sunday, asked for a moment of silence during an appearance at the Baptist Church banquet hall. Iran's foreign minister arrived in Pakistan as the two countries seek to calm tensions which have risen amid the conflict in Gaza. Hussein Amirabad landed in Islamabad before dawn on Monday in in-depth talk with Pakistani counterpart Jalil Abbas. Jilani, Pakistan Military of Foreign Affairs, said Tehran and Islamabad are seeking to calm relations after carrying out tit-for-tat airstrike on each other's territories earlier this month. The attack, which each country claimed targeted terrorists in border regions and killed at least 11 people, came as Israel's bombardment of Gaza escalated tension across the region. However, the elevated threat of a full-blown conflict appeared to send Islamabad and Tehran scrambling to pull back and rebuild diplomatic relations. The two ministers insisted following their meeting that close relations relations between Pakistan and Iran, an important source of stability for the region, and resolve to expand political and security cooperation. Both spoke of respect for one another's sovereignty and territorial integrity. And now in business, manufacturers have predicted fresh hikes in the prices of commodities in the market in rise in response to the continued fall of the naira against the US state dollar. On Friday, the naira plunged to 1,420 naira per dollar at the parallel window of the foreign exchange market. The president of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Francis Meshiaye, on Saturday told newsmen that the naira, which has now remained at over 1,400 naira in the parallel market for 2 days, would lead to a price hike in the economy. Meshiaye predicted that these prices hikes were unlikely to resonate well with consumers whose spending power has been continuously depleted. According to him, the frequent fluctuations in the forex market have made it difficult for manufacturers to make long-term plans. And now in sports, Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen has been selected by the Confederation of African Football (CAF) for a random drug test at the tournament. The Napoli striker was fouled for penalty that gave Nigeria a 1-0 win over the Ivorians. Osimhen then put a battering ram performance against the indomitable Lions as they won 2-0 in the last 16 clash on Sunday. He set up for the first goal for Ademola Lookman and was a constant menace for the Cameroonians before he was replaced by Paul Onuachu late in the game. Osimhen's only goal came in the 1-1 draw against Equatorial Guinea in the first fixtures. The current CAF Player of the Year is expected to lead the line for the three-time champions when they face Angola in the quarterfinals this week. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta is on a three-man shortlist to replace Xavi at Barcelona, along with Liverpool outgoing boss Jurgen Klopp, with German coach Julian Nagelsmann. Arteta is considering stepping down as Gunners' boss at the end of the season, despite having 18 months left on his contract. Although there has not been yet any approach from Barcelona, former German and Bayern Munich boss Hansi Flick has also been considered by Barcelona. Paris Saint-Germain are confident of signing Newcastle United 26-year-old midfielder Bruno Guimaraes this summer. PSG and Newcastle are interested in the summer move for 24-year-old AC Milan and Portugal forward Rafael Leao. In entertainment, Davido, the CEO of the DMW record label, has followed his former signee Lil Frosh on Instagram amidst plea for contract reinstatement. This is coming hours after Lil Frosh took to social media to beg Davido for another chance to revive his career after damaging an assault case. Davido terminated Lil Frosh's contract with DMW record label in 2020 following alleged assault on his ex-girlfriend Gift Camille. On his social media page on Saturday, Lil Frosh told his side of the story 2 years after the incident, which led to the termination of his contract at DMW Records. He further urged his former boss for reinstatement. Following his plea for reinstatement, Davido followed him back on Instagram. In case you have any news story you want us to cover, you can send us a message via our email on news@smash881fm.ng or send a text message to 0818 8510881. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Instagram at Smash881FM. That's the news at noon on Smash 88.1. Thank you so much for listening. I am Adeboye Oluwafemi. Good afternoon.
Smash 88.1. Smash 88.1. Smash 88.
níbi tẹ́ ò ti máa láǹfààní àti pè wọlé. tá ó sì ti béèrè ìbéèrè lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan tó jọ mẹ́rẹ̀